Welcome to DomiNations. My name is Mark, and like you can see in the background, today we are talking about the patch notes of update version 9.1, The Art of War. So first, let's start right into to get the video as short as possible. We are getting access to Sun Tzu, which will be the newest leader arriving in DomiNations. He is not only the latest university leader, but also can be deployed as a general if you have unlocked the fort level 10, and we will be able to master the art of war by adding him to our ranks today. So over here we already have the first information, which seems to be important for me. Level 10 fort means that you have to be in the information, so the highest age currently available in DomiNations, which means probably some of you which might have been happy or looking forward to get hands on Sun Tzu will have to wait. Same for me. Peter Herrera is the general getting access to only in digital age, and now we also have a general only being able to getting hands on by information age players. Let's start with Sun Tzu as the university leader implementation. Our first look begins at the university, where you can research bonuses to increase troop capacity, upgrade your MRL damage, and much more. Sun Tzu is available to research at university level 7. University level 7 means I'm in space age, so this should be Cold War age, but then you will also only get access to the first stage of researches. We will see later on in-game. Research skill points to unlock Sun Tzu's general ability, the Art of War. This ability can be used in battle to provide Sun Tzu's powerful bonuses, including an attack speed buff to him and his allies around him, as well as the ability to summon tank reinforcements. Capstone. The Army on the March unlocks this capstone to further increase the attack speed bonus and the amount of tanks that can be spawned by Sun Tzu's The Art of War ability. Another significant benefit of his capstone is that it allows for the Art of War ability to be activated more than once per battle. Okay? So let's dive right into the university to see the real bonuses as well as their percentages we are getting hands on. First, on level 7 or in the level 7 university, we are getting access to the MRL, MK1 damage as well as hit points. Emeralds are not getting played by any player I would know. Probably you are using them. I think the probability is pretty low. So we are able to research 10 times 3%, but this is less important in my opinion. But at level 8, so from Space Age ongoing, we will get hands-on the troop capacity research, which means we can get 3 times or 5 times 3 additional troops, which is a lot. I mean, in previous ages, before digital age, I think. I'm not sure. Probably before even space age, all new ages brought us the possibility to upgrade our barracks and therefore get 3 times 5 more troops. And then from space or digital age ongoing, we were unable to increase our troop capacity by 15 per age. Now, with Sun Tzu as new leader, we still get 15 additional troops, which will especially probably change the meta of the game for Roman players, because probably you know the Romans are a late game nation, so the later you are playing them, the higher their percentual increases by troop capacity will be, due to the fact that they are getting 10% additional troops based on the basic amount of troops. So this could be, or not this could be, in my opinion, this is pretty important research. Then also we have the Recon MK1 scan damage bonus as well as Recon MK1 hit points. So our reconnaissance plane is getting 10 times 2% more damage and 10 times 2% more hit points. Also severe. Then we have at level 10, so level 9 for digital age players and level 10 university, as far as I know, only for information age players. No matter how far you have researched, you can only continue researching if you have reached the next university level, and this is getting unlocked in a new age. In University level 10, so Information Age, we will be able to get first the Art of War ability of Sun Tzu. Unlocks Sun Tzu's general ability, the Art of War. When activated in battle, this ability spawns one Type 99 tank and increases the attack speed of nearby allied units by 15%. So probably it's like a light version of Strength of the Gladiator, because it's not increasing the damage, but the frequency of shooting, so the cadence, and like you know, the product of the frequency of shooting as well as the basic damage gives how much damage a specific unit is dealing over time. So it will be pretty deciding how far or how big the range will be in which allied troops of Sun Tzu are getting boosted and for what matter or for how much time. Also, he is spawning one Type 99 tank. And if you have heard carefully, you probably have noticed that Type 99 tank is a referral to our mercenary camp, and over here the Type 99 tank, yeah, you are right, is the heavy tank destroyer. So the latest stage of heavy tanks being spawned from the mercenary camps. Heavy tanks are pretty badass, and especially those ones from the mercenary camp have the suppression ability, which decreases enemy attack speed by about 50% and enemy attack damage also by 50% if they are getting shot or if they are shooting at them. So they are very valuable troops, and we are getting ability to get hands on and spawn one of them just simply by activating the Sun Tzu's Art of War ability. Then afterwards we get Sun Tzu's damage, hit points and attack speed. 10 times 3% for attack, for basic attack damage, 10 times 3% for hit points, and 10 times 2% for the attack speed. Like I told you, the attack damage per time is always a product of the basic damage multiplied by attack speed. So we will be able to get 50% more attack per time, so damage per second ratio, by researching it. Let's keep this in mind for the future analysis and comparison of Sun Tzu to other generals. Then we will be able to research war tactic capacity. So not only the capacity of our basic troop amount, but also the war tactic capacity will increase by 1. This can be definitely, this makes attacking a lot easier if we have one more tactic to use. And at least we get the Army on the March, which is probably literally only a better version of the Art of War, allows the Art of War to be activated multiple times in a battle and causes the ability to go on cooldown after usage. Additionally, the number of Type 99 tanks spawned by this ability is increased by 1, and the Art of War attack speed bonus is increased by 10%. So again, over here the question is, how often are we able to activate the ability 2 times, probably even 3, I don't know, 4 times during a battle? I would consider more about 2 or 3 times. And we also get each time 2 of this Type 99 tank destroyers. So probably in some we will be able to double, probably even double the amount of heavy tanks we could ordinarily take with us from our mercenary camp. In some, I think Sun Tzu's research abilities are very interesting. Next we have General Sun Tzu. Players can unlock Sun Tzu as a playable general once a fort reaches level 10. Once placed in battle, he rides around the battlefield in a heavy tank, dealing splash damage to enemy troops with his attacks. Sun Tzu has high health and damage stats but a slower attack speed than other generals. Sun Tzu receives a special general ability, the Art of War, okay, we already know, that can be activated in battle 1 after unlocking the ability through Sun Tzu's University Leader Research Tree. The ability has several unique properties. Increases the attack speed, okay, we already know about. Let's see and probably compare Sun Tzu to other generals available. So unfortunately, I'm lacking of reasonable opportunities to compare to Sun Tzu due to the fact that most of my generals are already leveled, and my university as well as museum bonuses give pretty unique features and bonuses to all of my generals, where or why I am unable to get the basic statistics from DomiWikiar or somewhere else to compare them to Sun Tzu. I'm only able to compare Petra Herrera and Sun Tzu because those are the only generals I have currently at the same level, so level 1. Now if we are looking at Petra Herrera, like we have already found out in the general comparison video I made, Petra Herrera has low hit points but high damage per second, and with 12,829, these are staggering 33% so 1/3 of Sun Tzu's basic hit points less than he will have, but more than twice the damage per second. So Sun Tzu is clearly a general which is going for defensive matter, probably comparable or even stronger than Jeanne d'Arc, or at least even Churchill, but there I'm lacking in a valuable comparison. Nevertheless, like we have seen in the university, in some we are able to research or to improve Sun Tzu's attack speed by 20 and basic attack by 50%. So this should also stack his damage per second. And in some, with Petra Herrera, Sun Tzu, Zhukov, Hannibal and Churchill, we have very, very valuable and strong generals in the future to go for attack, or probably also even a defense with the spawning heavy tanks. Next we have the Law's leaderboard. A new button has been added to the branch and law windows inside of the parliament, allowing you to view the previous day's daily leaderboard. So over here in the parliament you will see in the right top corner the little blue button with some gold around it, which says 10. Unfortunately I cannot hit on it due to the fact that I would stop my record program, but I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Now we are able to get access to the leaderboards of the previous day, not only when logging on to DomiNations, but anytime we want, just by clicking the button, which is pretty interesting. But hopefully some alliances which are very, let's call them motivated, will not have or create any problems by this, due to the fact that they will see some players being less active to the parliament and therefore getting some conflicts, I hope. Next we have the Recruit a Friend, so basically an affiliate program where you can invite friends to play Domination and earn rewards as they progress through ages. Probably you will get rewarded once, probably, but also getting rewarded for each age. The recruited friend is passing by due to the fact that I think they want to prevent you from simply creating second, third, fourth and fifth accounts to get rewarded and afterwards letting them being inactive. But this basically is interesting to see. Probably they are lacking of active players right now and try to compensate that. Next point, auto-promote alliance leader, which is probably one of the most helpful but for the longest time needed but not implemented patch notes. So the game is now already 5 years old, and this function, in my opinion, is pretty not outdated, but we would have loved to have it years ago already. But better late than never. Also coming in 9.1 is our auto-promote system for alliances who have found themselves with an inactive leader. This system will demote leaders that have been inactive for longer than 31 days and promote a co-leader or the most active member, if no co-leader is present, to alliance leader. So basically I saw some very unfortunate examples of alliances being active, having a good social network between the players, but unfortunately there was an inactive leader due to whatever circumstances, lost his phone, stopped playing, had some trouble in his real life, I don't know, but all other players suffered from it, and now we have a probability or a possibility to get co-leaders or even active players hands-on and taking the leader role. So over here this is probably the most beneficial and senseful patch note not to discuss about. Next we have the bastion changes. We've reduced the bastion rubble slowdown effect by 5% at level 4, 12 at 5 and 19 at 6%. So at level 6, 19% decrease is a lot actually. So it's more about the decrease rate of barbed wire. But still the ranges of, or the circle, the area of bastions working is still very, very huge, and they were slowing down troops way too much in my opinion. So it sounds like we are getting, or not it sounds like, it's pretty obvious, update 9.1 is an offense update again to nerf defense slightly and get our offense better, so that probably those meager bases above level 330 whatever are being able to getting taken down again. We also have the GCA radar, which decreases the fighter plane, the fighter aircraft spawning by triggering the GCI radar. The fighter aircraft spawned by the GCI radar no longer scales with external defender buffs. I'm not pretty sure what is meant over here, but it sounds like previously the GCI radar aircraft was had some benefits by other external bonuses for defense, and now it will no longer have. Also, the damage got reduced by 45%, which is the half, nearly. So it seemed to be pretty overpowered. I haven't experienced it ever. The splash attack radius was also reduced from 5 to 3. Then at least we also have some minor bug fixes which you can read through. In my opinion, they are not that important. Hopefully you enjoyed and it was informative for you. Leave me a comment down in the comment section if you are missing anything or having some issues. We'll see us soon. Your domination tips.